Hi guys, this is gsno.com and I'm here with a special unboxing. This is the Samsung Galaxy A80. As you can see here, it has a special camera. It's a triple camera that not only slides up but also rotates. Okay, so this device has just been made available in Europe and some other parts of the world. It's quite special. It bridges the gap between flagship and high mid-range phone. It's also our very first contact with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 CPU handset. So here we go. This is the phone all wrapped up in plastic and the price tag should be around $780, quite hefty for a high mid-ranger. I guess it's time to remove the plastic thingies. Okay, this one as well. And there was a hole in this plastic area for the simple fact that we have the fingerprint scanner embedded into the screen. First impression, quite hefty and quite heavy. That's probably because this handset weighs 220 grams. And these 220 grams are actually bigger than some of the flagships I've seen recently. But it's an unboxing, so let's see what's inside the box of the Samsung Galaxy A80. First of all, we got the charger right here, which promises super fast charging. And then we also have some mentions here. I see 5 volts 3 amperes, 9 volts 2.77 amperes, and more mentions here. Okay, putting this aside, I'm sure there's an envelope here as usual for the Samsung phones from 2019. We got here the metal key used to access the slots and also a bunch of manuals with useful instructions and warranty, quick start guide and all that. Okay, trying to put everything back in properly. And then we proceed to the other accessories inside the box and let's see what we got here. Here comes the USB Type-C cable, I'm sure. Here we go. It's of the USB Type-C to USB Type-C variety, which I should probably have noticed by now because this one here has an USB Type-C port, so keep that in mind. And we also have a pair of headphones. Let's check those out. So they're feeling pretty average, plastic affair. This is silicone or a rubber tip, pretty comfy, but not any AKG stuff or any of that flagship feature. Okay, we're done with the unboxing. It's time to put everything back in and actually focus on the phone for once. Let's remove the plastics. And here we go. Samsung Galaxy A80. Unveiled a bunch of months ago and only available now in Europe. $780. Spec'd like a champ. 8 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage, no micro SD card slot, and a 3700 mAh battery with a 25 watt fast charge. Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 CPU and a thickness of 9.3 millimeters. It's made of glass and metal, obviously, and it's got a Super AMOLED screen, which is pretty big at 6.7 inches. And as you can see, pretty immersive. And aside from the chin, narrow bezels. I think I'm going to opt with English this time around. So English is okay. Let's go further. I look forward to popping up the camera and seeing what it can do. Okay, skip. Here we go, doing the setup. As I said before, a pretty large screen, Super AMOLED 6.7 inches. Resolution is 2400 over 1080 pixels. I actually hesitated a bit because it's rather atypical. Why atypical? The aspect ratio, from what I understood from the official site, is 20:9. It's not 21:9 or 18:9 or 19:9, but 20:9. Okay, skip again, and we're all done. So this is a dual SIM phone with LTE category 11, Wi-Fi A, B, G, and AC. There's an USB Type-C port at the bottom side, and you can also see here a speaker. And lo and behold, there's no audio jack on this device. Okay, feels pretty heavy, I'll say it again. We got GPS and Bluetooth 5.0, we got an in-display fingerprint scanner and Dolby Atmos technology. There's no selfie camera because the back camera also doubles as your selfie camera. Now let's actually analyze what we got here for the main camera setup. This one here is the depth camera, 3D depth camera. This one here is the LED flash. And this one in the center is the 48 megapixel shooter with f2.0 aperture. And this one is the 8 megapixel ultra wide lens shooter. That's the setup, triple setup. Pretty straightforward. We got Android Pie and One UI on top, you can already tell that, and of course you also have night mode, always on display, and all those goodies. And I'm pretty sure there's also an extra mechanism here to catch things like laser depth and all that, but let's leave the noise aside and do that cool motion. Here we go, pressing this here, and if I want to take a selfie, how cool was this motion? Let's actually do it again. See it closer to the camera, prepare for it. It lifts and it rotates. Now let's try this from the back side because I'm curious what happens here. So here we go. I actually have to see it. Okay, and again. That's pretty interesting. It feels rather like a small robot. It's motorized for sure. I sure hope it's resilient to a lot of uses. Anyways, that's about it. Android Pie One UI. And just so you know, the main camera from this setup here is a 48 megapixel shooter, the same Sony sensor you've seen on the Zenfone 6 from ASUS, on the OnePlus 7 Pro, and on the Huawei Honor 20 Pro. With quad bar technology, there's live focus, there's AR emoji, and I'm going to have a quick glance at the camera interface again. Pretty typical Samsung affair. You got the scene optimizer here with AI. You can swap between cameras, between the wide angle and the regular one. There's 4K video. There's something called live focus video. Interesting. Super slow-mo, regular slow-mo, hyperlapse, and a lot more things to discover over the next days. So this is definitely no cheap proposition at $780. It's got an immersive screen and a newfangled CPU, the most powerful mid-range CPU from Qualcomm right now. Samsung Galaxy A80, it has a camera that flips and slides at the top of the device for nifty selfies. I'll be sure to test it against the Zenfone 6 and come back with more details as soon as possible. In the meantime, a heavy and hefty phone for maybe a person who's got a bigger hand than average. That's it from gsn.com. Bye bye.